A lot of people don't know that the SHT goes through Dagobah.
I'm super excited.
I'm giving up. How did I miss a campsite? With no light. Probably not going to happen. And navigation still seems to be a struggle. Where the heck was North Carlson? Shoot, I'm going to go for it. I spent 15 minutes this morning. First, going to look at the beach. And then thinking I'm starting my day. And then realizing I forgot my hat, which is crucial. Gotta have a hat. Red squirrels, cute little boogers. They make a lot of noise. I feel like when they get above head height, they laugh at you. So I thought I was starting late, about an hour late, 7:40. And we got to hike a mile out of the park to get back on the trail. Boy, at this point, you kind of know that smooth trail, probably not yours. This rooty mess, yep, that's me. My first full fall on one of these morning slick boards. Wasn't even trying to make up time or go fast. And I started sliding up there. Took me about 8 feet to actually fall. Right on my pack, so good move. Yeah. Not the safest. They're great when they're dry. Okay, so maybe I said a mile. It was probably half a mile to get back on trail, but I've been in this park for over an hour and I'm still not out of it. And I just turned around, I think I'm going back towards it. So yeah, it's a big park. Gooseberry Falls is pretty awesome, as you can see from the footage. Time for breakfast.
So last night I'm trying to make it to this beautiful park, and I know there's a detour, so they had to reroute down a road and then down a bike concrete path into this spot where I'd parked my car. So I'm thinking I gotta get there, I gotta get my resupply, I need to do laundry and try to get that hotel room again like I had before. So I had a good plan, but also it was getting dark because the clouds were coming in. It was starting to rain on me and it looked like it was just going to get worse. Luckily, I got to that bike path, got off that road, and it looked like it was going to stop sprinkling. And I got into that park and I got to my car and I was so excited. And I went to the town. I started doing my laundry and bought some food for resupply. Went back to my laundry. That was getting pretty close. I went to the hotel to see if I could get a room, and they said no. I asked if there's cancellation, if I could come back at 9 o'clock, is when they shut down their small towns here. The hotel shuts down at 9 o'clock, so you come in at 9 o'clock, there's no one to give you a room. So I was going to come in like I did last time. I just happened to come in right before 9, and so any cancellations they were giving out, so I could get a hotel room. I come back right before 9, about 10 minutes to 9. I thought I'll just sit there for 10 minutes, and they were already closed. So no hotel room. So the backup plan was, that's fine, I'll just stay at the campground. But my laundry wasn't done yet. I was gonna get something to eat. I went back to this restaurant that was right next to the grocery store I was at, and the restaurant was closed. Okay, it's Saturday night. I get why the hotel was busy, but the restaurant was closed after 9 p.m. on a Saturday night. Then I'm like, okay, there's really no other place to eat out this town. So I went back at the grocery store that was right next to it, and I bought some food to eat, and I took that food back to the laundromat. And this laundromat, it's got one chair, one little round table, maybe 8 machines, and it's the size of a standard bedroom in like your house or my house. Like, it's tiny for a laundromat. I'm doing load after load. I'm washing like everything. Like, no, I didn't do load after load. I'm sorry. I did one big load, and then I had it in the dryer. When the dryer ended, my clothes were wet. And I'm like, what is wrong with this dryer? And there's a sign, doesn't dry clothes. Not out of order, doesn't dry clothes. Okay, small town. So then I took my wet clothes and I put them in another dryer and ran that for another hour. It was pretty darn late when I'm getting out of here. I know there's no hotels that are going to be open, and it was a fluke that I got this one the first time I asked. Now I'm thinking, okay, I am not supposed to sleep in the parking lot of the campground. It's too late to get a campsite. I don't know what I'm going to do, and so I'm looking for a rest area or something. I go into one rest area, and it's just a pull off the side of the road rest area. It's nothing else, and I'm like, okay, so that's an option. Then I was headed back towards the campground, and there was another, just a really nice rest area. So it worked out. I slept in the back of the Honda Fit. It was fantastic. It's odd that sleeping on the ground is so dramatically different than sleeping in a vehicle, but it felt amazing to sleep in the back of a Honda Fit. That was fine. And then the next morning, I drove back to Gooseberry, pulled in the same parking spot as I got before, and I was off on my hike. And I only left one thing in the car, and that was my hat that I mentioned earlier. So, kind of another one of those eventful nights.
Finally getting out of the state park. 2 hours later. Big park. I've seen warning signs on bridges. Maybe that one's obvious enough to not need one. That's a big mushroom. Like half a basketball. I made it to the halfway spot. And it's raining. And it's lunchtime. So I couldn't sleep here, but it'll work for lunch. It's good enough for that. First view of the day. And it still has clouds in the back. At least they're not like right on the cliff with me. Felt like a cold sauna. Day 16 feet. I don't think I got the blister I was gonna get. It's just clean right there. That blister might be turning into a callus. That's still maybe a blister. That's getting to be a callus. Didn't blister there. Alright. Let's check out the other heel and such. Again, heel is clean. A little bit of a blister there, but not bad. Side of foot. Starting to come into a callus. Yeah, it's a blister. Bottom, a lot of sticky left. Definitely a blister on the side. Blister right there. Blister right there.